Hi guys, Martin Curry from Belief Media. Domenico Bordil, my business partner. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Excellent. The purpose of this video, we're recording it for those in the digital industry that provide some sort of service to mortgage brokers, financial advisors, accountants and so on, and introducing them to our digital media and software system. In brief, this is a very informal, very basic introductory video, just describing some of its advantages. Now, we're asked all the time, how we're able to deliver better results than anyone else. We've always been the agency in the industry that has returned maybe 10 to 15 times more than other people. There are very clear reasons for that, a lot of which we've maintained as proprietary secrets for a number of years. We're starting to release that or drip feed that into the industry as we move towards more of a SaaS-based model. Now, we can tell you straight out, and I'm going to reveal to you, many of you already know this. We know a number of you out there. We see many of you all the time. We have this discussion with you routinely. For those that haven't met us out at any event or anything like that, I'm going to repeat something I tell clients and I tell people on video all the time. Certainly if you've watched our videos even, you'll be acutely aware of this. Those people out in the industry that are providing lead pages, Kartra, ClickFunnels, MailChimp, Calendly, Zapier, or any other third-party service and somehow thinking that you can join those services together in order to provide a digital product that is sustainable and compliant. If you think you can join those together, it's utterly absurd. Any paid marketing representation that presents that product to their clients, I've always said they should go to marketing jail. Normally, I start screaming at this point because it irritates the living crap out of me after 25 years working in the digital industry. That mashup of products irritates the crap out of me. If I see generic Facebook ads, generic email campaigns, any of that stuff.
Especially when it's very repetitive and you see the same ad over and over for different brokers and the wording's exactly the same, especially the Facebook ones that you actually brought up on your phone the other day.
Yeah, that's when we were recording Rescue Package. We picked, when we released our free product, which is funnels, at 1-800-funnels.com.au. I think it should be offline at the moment, actually, I think, because it's undergoing an upgrade. When we released that product, by the way, that product has always existed. It was previously known as Uranus for a very good reason. A lot of our products are known as planets, Uranus. That product, and we guarantee the industry, by the way, that product is 3 times more powerful than any product made available to mortgage brokers in the industry. It's a testament to, and that's via those people that provide any of those products previously mentioned. So the Kartras, the lead pages, ClickFunnels, MailChimp, all that sort of stuff. Because it's an integrated product and it's fully compliant, it's got legs, it's completely and utterly future-proof, and it's integrated with Microsoft Office, Calendar's integrated, it incorporates the conditional redirects, it's backed by rock-solid Telstra messaging services, it's powered by your Microsoft 365 email account. It is a fantastic service. One-click landing page generation on your website. And this is another thing I'm going to say before I let you take over with the details of the arrangement that we have in place. I'm sick to death personally, absolutely sick to death of reading in the industry that people are diminishing the value of a website. Right? If you're not getting 80 to 100 leads on your website every month, that's translating to, at 40 to 60% in business, at least, then your website isn't performing as it should. Now, we say all the time, every page on your website is the type of landing page. So it needs to have a conversion opportunity, though. It needs to have forms and everything else. Our digital marketing and social media platform just makes that happen. There's a reason all our guys, virtually all of them, increase their business volume by 5, 6, 7, 1,000% sometimes in a very short period of time. And that's very easy to do when people come to you with volumes, obviously, that are the $25, $30 million mark. But if you're diminishing the value of a website, which is your most important digital asset, certainly it's the custodian of your landing pages, your forms, your automation, your integration, your SEO, it's how you represent it online. So if you diminish the value of a website, God, that's just careless and reckless. But I see professionals doing that. Now, I sent you a link 5 minutes ago and I said, check out this dickhead in Manly. who's telling people that professional networking events, your website, he talked about, he said, I've spoken to every real estate agent, every financial planner within 100 kilometres, and he's talking about commission splits, 50% and all that sort of stuff. Here's the thing, by the way, guys, we have a relationship program in-house. We deal with thousands, literally thousands of financial advisors and accountants. And the commission splits, that when we arrange the partnerships with our brokers, the commission splits are zero, right? A zero, right? Because what real estate agents want, what accountants want, is transparency in the operation. They want to know that their client's going to be looked after. They don't give a crap about the commission if they're dealing with a bad broker, because that's their client. It's not going to last. So we have really good relationship programs in place. It's supported by partnerdashboard.com.au, which is part of the program there that manages partner relationships. In fact, you've got the facility to submit landing pages directly to partner websites as well from within the platform, which is a unique feature. Anyway, the point is we've got a digital marketing and social media system that we're now making available to people, other agencies. Your brokers deserve, in many cases, your brokers deserve better. There are some great agencies out there. We do have a rescue package. Like I said, we've picked the 4 lowest performing programs we've determined that exist in the industry, and on the basis of that, we take guys in for free. Or we were taking guys in for free. We hit the threshold, and we might open that up again in a few months. But we picked the 4 lowest performing and programs that have non-compliant elements to them, and they were the basis of that program. So I forget what they were. Do you remember what they were? Doesn't matter if you don't remember. They're just really bad products. But I don't think that's the fault. This is the thing. I don't think that's the fault of those guys that provide. These guys that provide those products have probably gone out and done a weekend course, and they're just regurgitating what they've been told. They're not falling back on experience, and they probably haven't. Probably don't have a great appreciation of the applicable legislation that underpins all your marketing efforts in the finance space.
And it probably goes back even before that. There was a lot of hype about make money online, go make money online. And when people started looking into it, the way you do it is by providing a digital product. So your effort is minimal at that point, because they just go to a landing page, download it, and that's the way it goes. And some people from there learned how to do digital marketing, and then decided to sell digital marketing onto others and teach them how to do it. So it just propagated what was there at the start.
Here's the ad. I took a screenshot of this before, and I'm going to write an article on it on our website. Ask your friends for referrals, they say. Get out there and attend every networking event possible. I followed this through to a video. Build a network of professional service firms that will feed you all your clients. 10 prospect calls before 10 a.m. and 7 before 11, by the way. We've got a broker that took on our 7-Eleven program. We're obviously the only company in the industry that provides a compliant, full-stack, fully integrated digital marketing system. We don't negate relationship marketing in any respect. Right. So far, I disagree with every single line that has been written on that ad. Do you want to have a look? It makes me sick. That makes me sick, because as a professional in the marketing space, your job is to present all available options to your clients. Some people will be better at some things than they are others. To relegate your entire or delegate your entire budget to Facebook is fucking reckless and careless and negligent. And when you put in, lead pages and all those sorts of bullshit cartridge, excuse my language, guys, all those products into that equation, you're not doing your job. That is negligent on so many levels, as far as I'm concerned. Now, those digital guys out there that are been around the industry forever, they understand what I'm saying. They get it. But if you're using any of those products I've mentioned, then perhaps this podcast is for you. Now, our digital marketing and social media system, it creates landing pages, one click, creates video landing pages. It's got integrated Elementor systems, so drag and drop a full landing page in about a second. The forms are created automatically and 35 points of automation, fully integrated and 100% compliant, linked through your Microsoft 365 system. That includes a calendar within your form, not Calendly, but a calendar.
Linked directly to the client's personal calendar, the business calendar, using Outlook.
That's like Calendly and everything else. That's rather pedestrian in nature. People still make a big fuss of that, but I still see that as a really pedestrian experience. What I think is next level, if you like, is the fact that it's an integrated calendar. It's not some stupid plugin that's, in 99% of cases, non-compliant in the finance space. It's probably okay if you're making a booking for a guy to come out and fix your plumbing or something, but, Jesus Christ, this is finance. And that supports conditional redirections. The conditional redirections, the form submissions, the forms themselves support an escalation of commitment, which is the basis of a marketing-based, financial-based transaction on your website. So forms change and elevate based on determined and known interest types or predicted behavior, which is a back-end artificial intelligence system called BNet, which is the only AI-driven system in the finance world as far as marketing goes. And we're making all these systems available for people that want to elevate the nature of the service that they provide their brokers. And we guarantee that they'll get better outcomes.
So what we actually can hear from what Martin was saying, a lot of it's been automated, a lot of it's been made very simple. And that was with the target that the brokers themselves would be using the system. So we really needed to make it simple, easy to use, so they'll keep coming back, they'll use it, and they can concentrate on their business. So releasing it to people like yourselves, it just makes it's a no-brainer, because it is simple to use, but some of the brokers still prefer to have someone come in and do the work and click on the buttons and do things. And so it makes sense to open up the software and allow them to get that help from anyone they choose.
System includes white label marketing material, one click of a button at brands, PDF documents, ads. These are documents we feed into the system at brands that with their logo, web address, phone number and so on, all applicable details, and then adds it to a version controlled download manager, which is fully trackable, by the way. You never want to stick a download on your website or, God forbid, like Google Drive or something. It's fully trackable and secured, so you know who's downloading what. The trigger system associated with email marketing systems, download systems and telco systems, which Dob will talk about in a second, is the most comprehensive trigger system available in the country for any marketing agency. That's not just in the finance space, because it includes a range of telco-based triggers. The telco system is our internal VoIP product called Yabber, and Dom will introduce that in a second. Our system includes social media, which includes social media libraries. So libraries of social media content gives you and your users control over how images are posted and videos are posted. We have video programs, but look, there are about 120 modules. In fact, there's sort of 10 primary modules that people use more often than anything else, like the SMS module, which uses groups, voice drops, which are recorded into the browser, accessed through OneDrive, or elsewhere. But the SMS and MMS system is fairly comprehensive. Again, it's fully integrated with the system. Once the SMS system is connected, it's available everywhere for any reason. So for triggers, for a web page trigger, for an inbound phone call trigger, and so on. The system supports Microsoft Planner, which we use as a Kanban board, which is like a sales tracker alternative. It's like the poor man's sales tracker, but it does support, triggers associated with moving tasks from one stage to another for basic lead management or prospect management, we like to call it, because you won't have somebody in a Kanban board unless they're a prospect. What are some of the other major systems? Like they're huge.
The RBA, the article submission, the
article
social
submission program, RBA emails and RBA SMSs. There's managed content. What else?
The whole social integration part of it into LinkedIn, Google My Business, Facebook group and pages, Instagram. Yeah.
And it's all connected to your website. The statistics includes over 1,000 graphs and tables throughout the entire system. There's no piece of information that is ignored. You obviously need to understand your data. Again, as the only integrated system in the finance market, we're the only company that's been able to work with data and act upon the data that we obtain. That includes all the Facebook analytics as well, the website analytics that matches it all up. Our back-end engine, plays around with it and spits out all sorts of interesting numbers that we can actually work with. So we've got predictable KPIs over the course of our broker's marketing journey. Now, no source of lead generation should ever be ignored. Most sensible marketing guys know that. There are conditions on, and by the way, your brokers deserve this, by the way. Every broker, we inherit so many brokers from other digital agencies. Yeah, so many brokers from other digital agencies. And I see what some people, not all, but some people are putting in place. If we've got a lead pages or a Kartra or whatever base system, if they're using MailChimp and all this sort of stuff, we can't use a piece of that. Not a single piece. Now, in all the time we've worked in the industry, we've never actually inherited a marketing funnel from anybody. We've inherited basic transactional sales funnels. Those very linear, transactional, pedestrian purchase funnels, A to B kind of stuff. But we've never, ever inherited anything that even comes close to resembling a marketing funnel. So I don't think the industry, with the introduction of Facebook marketers into the game in the last 5-6 years maybe, it's diminished the value of what a true marketing funnel actually looks like. So you've got a lot of people doing extremely well, and then all these people peddling Facebook down the bottom end that are getting results because all marketing works. You can have even bad marketing returns as a result most of the time. We're appealing to all sorts of people. We're saying if you're one of those companies that's doing it right, but you're looking at having an integrated product, you're providing extra services to your brokers, then by all means get in touch with us. And certainly if you're one of those brokers, and I try not to be to have a go. It's hard for me because I'm so passionate about having compliant and integrated systems in place, right? You know that better than anyone. It irritates the crap out of me when I see lead pages in play and people talk about, they write these ads that talk about, cold calling. And I think this guy said in the video, he's been in the industry for 3 years. We've been in the industry. I've built a business worth $500 million, a broker business, $500 million a year. We've been in the industry or worked with the industry since 97, exclusive with brokers since in the last 6 years, but dealing with brokers since 2005 in a fairly significant way. So not 3 years. We've been in the digital industry since 97. So we're well positioned to make a fair assessment, aren't we, of the industry. So when I see something like that, I don't know if I feel anger or just sadness, quite frankly. Dropping thousands to someone to build your fancy website is a line he's used there. Right, okay, our website is the most powerful website in the finance industry. We give it to our brokers for free, 100%. We still charge 80% less than most guys out there in the industry. We give a website with conditional content, supports our conditional and escalating based ideology. We give it to our brokers for free, something where they've got one-click generation of landing pages, one-click generation of video landing pages, one-click generation of virtually everything, one-click generation of the escalating form cycles. It's a fantastic website. It fully supports SEO. The article submission is out of the box. It does a lot. We give it to people for free.
Also, all the triggers associated with the website, people landing on pages, people clicking on links, building up the interest people, depending on what clicks and pages they look at, we work out an interest so that the website changes to show the content that person's most interested in. So there's a lot in the back end of that website happening automatically.
Yeah, it's a really good... It's a really, really fantastic website, actually. We say it's worth 10 grand. It's probably worth closer to 30, which was one of the quotes we received when we were doing our sort of research in the high-end website design market. But it's easily worth 10 grand. It's the only website in the marketing industry that provides the conditional ideology, the only one. and we give it to people free. In fact, we provide people with a automotive website for free, 100% free. In fact, we provide people with our registrants. So the pre-registrations, we're going to provide with a comparison website worth 30 grand for free, right? And there are reasons for that. It's only because we feel like we're compelled now to make up for some of the damage done to the industry. And the number of people that I've had come to me with their bad marketing and I say, where's your website? And they say, I don't have one. My marketing representation told me I didn't need one. Of course you fucking need a website. For crying out loud. Okay, I'm going to, I'll stop there because it just, and that's part of the reason we give it to people for free now, is because we've just seen this extraordinary amount of damage done to the industry, and we feel like providing people with exceptional value now and giving them somewhere to start, giving them a really solid foundation upon which to actually build their digital business now is really important. And our pricing is in such a way that it makes it more accessible to virtually everybody. The subscription is really only, I think it's less than a few hundred a month, I think. It's well and truly actually less. It's in the 200 mark somewhere. And that's only for a period of, in fact, it's less than that. The pre-release subscriptions is actually priced really, really low, like 100 and something it works out to be per month, which is nothing because it's about $2,000 worth of value. You can't put a price on white label marketing material and newsletter programs and RBA emails and managed social media with 10,000 plus images. You can't put a price on that because it doesn't exist anywhere else. If we were to make or it does, email marketing, $110 a month. Managed social, we've seen up to 15 images for $240 a month. Article distribution services are $140 minimum a month for 8 articles. It adds up really quick.
And because the system's so integrated, we could have released it in a way that all the sections were locked and you paid certain prices for each to be unlocked, the social, the white labeling. But because we're so big on the system being integrated and the brokers having access to everything they could possibly need, we decided on a one price access to everything with the exception of telco with this system,
The telco system is really fantastic. We host 1-300 numbers, 1-800 numbers, geographic numbers throughout Australia, virtual mobile numbers and international numbers, and soon to be, even SMS gateways and so on when the VoIP end there. Now, the VoIP system provides a number of triggers. We record phone calls, we record voicemails required for compliance. The statistics there is very in-depth, more in-depth than anything I think the industry has really been exposed to in the past. It's a really, really amazing system in that respect. Now, we are making this system available to, like I said, digital agencies out there in the industry. You do get our support. We give participating brokerages their own dedicated inbound number, and we just act in terms of support on their behalf. Now, what do we give you? Basically everything we give our clients. So your clients will get the conditional website, which is worth 10 grand. You'll get access yourself to 1-800funnels.com.au. You can register as many people as you like through that system. And that system, by the way, is, we're not exaggerating when we say that it's 10 times more effective than anything that incorporates a third-party lending service that I mentioned before. Anything. Right, because it's fully integrated and it includes basic conditional ideology, so really basic stuff on the website. So it's very limited. We didn't want to provide too much good stuff for free clients. But you'll get access to that. You're adding significant value to your broker's business without question. And the reason we're actually reaching out to the industry is because we do have a lot of brokers coming to us now from other businesses, and they're furious, by the way. They're furious when they see what they've been provided and we pull it apart and just say it's junk. Just throw it to the side. They get pretty angry, but we can't handle, if you like, we release our system in stages at the moment. We take people on as we can, so in limited groups. and having other, Facebook marketers out there that can inherit some of the workload with their own guys would just make things perhaps a little easier on our end. But look, more than anything, it really does expose those brokers to a superior experience. It gives them access to something which would otherwise cost a couple of $1,000 a month for little more than a couple of $100 a month. And we guarantee, we give you a statement of compliance that our product itself is compliant, and the data storage behaviour and so on complies with applicable standards and legislation. We're the only company, obviously, in the country that can do that. So, have you got anything to add, mate?
I think I'm not sure if you mentioned it. You will get your own dedicated phone number. So calling through, you'll have your own phone number.
That's for their clients if they want support directly.
But also for themselves. We'll have a phone number for the agencies to call through, and then the clients also. So just so we can give you support if you've got any questions, we can just get onto it and answer it straight away for you. Any enhancements or anything you could possibly need.
Yeah, it's generally a 24-hour support operation. We are thinking of changing that to 18 hours a day, because 24 hours is just taking its toll on everything. We do provide regular webinars and so on as well. Training webinars. There's a B-Loan system which includes a number of videos. We expect by the end of the year there'll be 150 videos there. Some of them will only go for 2 or 3 minutes. Some of them will go for an hour. And the expectation is we will train brokers to a standard where they are experts, really, in managing their own businesses through the lens of marketing. So there are other things that we should probably talk about. We give brokers satellite website systems. We give brokers 30 websites, really. So that's another 30 grand's worth of value, really. And you get access to all of this. We just give you our entire toolkit and say, there you go. Fill your boots. And, your brokers will be thankful. So if you are interested, Dom,
call us on 1300 435 233. It's 1300 Belief.
1300 235 433.
Yeah, I said.
No, you just say it differently. That's confusing for me.
No, I said yeah.
Yeah, you said the same number, but you said 435, and then you said, is it 233 or 200?
233.
I always say 1300 235 433, and to hear it differently is a little jarring.
I said 435.
Did you?
Yes.
435. You said 435.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, you knucklehead. Okay, that's 1300 235 433. That's 1300 Belief. Call us anytime, guys, and have a chat. And we hope to be able to help your brokers. So 1300 235 433. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.